Secretary's report.
Secretary's report. The minutes were emailed out and also put up on Facebook. Oh, thank you, Tom. Yeah, I can hear now, yes. Okay. Minutes were emailed out, also put up on Facebook, and also the calendar, the monthly OCAPA calendar and the DX calendar were put up also on Facebook and emailed out as well. So do not have a DX calendar yet, but I'll be working on that as soon as I get some information for that. So, yeah, Terry, yeah, I'm talking about you. That's about real. Also, the minutes, the video, all segments of the last meeting are also put up on Facebook as well. So, there we go.
Oh, sorry. You had gotten the. Go ahead. You'd gotten the microphone. I thought you already knew. Yes, Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report was sent out by email. Anybody has any questions, let me know.
Okay, now we can have the OCAPA net report.
Holy mackerel, we had 19 folks on Thursday night, 3 of which were not on my list, so they were drop in and drop out. So appreciate that. That was the biggest. I went back and looked, and that was one of the biggest nets that we've ever had. So in that vein, I would really like to ask, we've got 3 net operators, and if one of us has to be at another meeting or all-ham holiday, kind of puts a pinch. We would really like to come up with 5 net control operators total. That way you would be less than once a month. So if you, and we've got scripts, and I've got a cheat sheet that I have everybody that's checked in, so if I just catch a piece of a call sign, I can quickly figure that out. Don't have to worry about doubles and stuff like that. So if you would like to help out and be a net control, we sure would appreciate that. We'd like 2 more.
Okay, check.
8-2 seems to be working okay. As far as 147-21 in Newcastle, the gentleman that we're waiting on, the owner, he went out to California because his neighbor's houses burned down. And so he hasn't come back. He was checking on his own house, which evidently is okay. But we do have a workaround. As soon as we get some little warmer weather, we've got climbers that are going to go up and do what they need to do. So I'm hoping that before, at least early summer, we'll be back up on 2-1 and have all the other stuff to include the D-Star repeater, the 2-1 repeater, possibly a 6-meter repeater, so and a 10-meter FM also. So we should be good to go. We've got all those antennas ready, and just watch your emails.
And a mesh node.
Oh yeah, mesh node and Arden. So yeah, we're gonna go crazy.
Okay, we have our testing, VE testing report. We had 2 people test today. One of them was an upgrade. One of them, Brantley, unfortunately, could not stay for a meeting. He upgraded to extra. And then, go ahead. We have a brand new technician in our midst.
Who is it?
Who is it? Barbara tested for tech this morning and passed.
Oh my goodness.
So this was a surprise for Matt too.
He does have a grin on his face after all.
I have notified her if she wants to, she can apply for her mom's call sign if she wants to.
If she wants to apply for her mom's call sign.
And I do want to, and my phonetics will be Barbara's Judy's substitute.
Aww.
Barbara, do you know where some radios might be?
Just a few dozen.
Yeah, great.
I pulled it off! I pulled it off!
What took you so long?
Congratulations, that was pretty cool.
Now we just need to get Ken.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
Never can tell.
Okay, CORA
Your sister does,
report.
maybe you
Okay, CORA has been in hiatus for the past few months after Ham Holiday. Next month, Ham Holiday planning will begin again. Normally, CORA meets on the first Saturday. However, first Saturday in March is also Elk City, so we're going to delay it a week, and we'll be on March 8th. Yeah. Meet here, 1 p.m. Everyone is welcome. They don't have to be an official rep or anything like that. The more hands, lighter work. Once again, Ham Holiday will be at Oklahoma City Community College. Forget the dates. Fourth weekend in July. Okay, and we're right now working on the vendors, and also we're working on prizes. I believe, can't remember if we've selected the grand prize and the special. We're going to have another special drawing prize with limited tickets. So things are rolling along. Once again, March 8th, 1 p.m. here. We'll be in room 103. Everyone is welcome to help for planning Ham Holiday and ultimately Texoma Hammerama in late October.
25th and 26th, by the way.
Yeah, this year, because of the scheduling kerfuffle, what is it?
No, I'm talking about Ham Holidays, July 25th and 26th.
July 25th and 26th for Ham Holiday.
And Texoma is October 10th and 11th.
October 10th and 11th, and that's would they move it up a week?
Had to back it up a week.
Had to back it up because of a scheduling kerfuffle down in Ardmore.
So the 26th it will go back.
Yeah, the 26th we go back to the original, was it
Fourth
weekend in October. So that's where we stand on CORA. Also, all the tower insurance for OCAPA repeaters has been paid, and we're set in that aspect. Any questions about Ham Holiday or Texoma? Okay.
Okay, our old business, we are talking about, we kind of talked about the site at Newcastle already. So, Field Day 2025 location, we're still working on that. We'd like to see if we can go back to, yes sir.
You know, we've got a perfect place to hold field day, and that's at Newcastle. I mean, we have talked to the guy who owns all that land to the west and to the south and to the north, and he said all you got to do is let me know, and I will try not to mow that weekend. So we can do whatever we want out there. So there's plenty of space. The building itself, it has an air conditioner that works, you know, so, you know, but I'm telling you, Newcastle's the place to do it.
also need to
Does it have a bathroom?
rent a potty.
Already looked into that.
We'll have porta johns, yes. Yeah,
We've already got a
talked about
cost
that.
on those.
Steve Dustin's gonna provide those.
I mean, I agree. I think it's the perfect place. We're already paying the electric bill out there, so we might as well use it. We've got tables. People have tables they can bring if we need extra tables. And we've got a space, and it's up on a hill. We ought to have great.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So on that subject, are you heard anything from Moore?
Have not heard anything yet.
Okay, the Moore opportunity is still not off the table according to my sources. Terry initiated that. Didn't.
If it works, I'll take the credit.
And if it fails,
He's
If-
SOL.
Who, me?
yeah.
Who, me? Yeah, go ahead.
Terry, who?
Okay, so working on field location that will happen in June. New business. We've got a date for February 27th on our last Thursday lunch bunch. So if you want to make note of that time in your calendars. And then the HOA bill support letters. So we've got information on that.
As you may have seen, the HOA protection bills have been refiled in Congress. Because they weren't acted upon in the previous Congress, they drop out of the system. They have to come back and refile them. That's been done. Has a lot of bipartisan support both in the Senate and in the House. The letters we sent in before, in effect, still count. They still have effect. But we want to keep sending the letters in, reminding members of Congress, hey, that bill is still alive. Here are the numbers for it. We would like your support. So we've got fill in the blank letters over here. If you would like to fill those out today, I'll take them and send them on to Mark Klein. They bundle them up and get them to our congressional delegation. One for each senator, Senators Langford and Mullins, and then one for whatever congressional district you're in. Most likely, everybody in this room is either represented by Tom Cole, Bice, or Lucas. If you are in another congressional district, we can get a letter to you, a blank to you, for that particular member of the House. When you fill these out, fill them out with blue or black ink. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you, because they're going to make copies of them. If you fill them out with pink, green, or something like that, the signature and all the other information quite likely might show up. Also, in the upper left-hand corner, when you fill it out, put today's date or whatever date you fill out the blank. But we need to keep members of Congress and the Senate aware that we're still interested in this bill, and here's the information. I'm a constituent. I think you should support this. A lot of bipartisan support, but we can't become complacent because of that. Just because we think, well, everybody's going to vote for this, it's a good deal, it might not happen. But there is, like we said, a lot of bipartisan support. They finished all of the hearings for new members of the current administration, the new administration, so now they're going to turn and start facing routine business. A question came up on EHAM. Does this bill affect renters? In other words, you go out and rent a house from a landlord and you say, I want to put an antenna up, and they say, no, you can't do it. Does this bill cover that? The general consensus is no, it doesn't. This bill is focused on covenants, not lease agreements. Lease agreements are private contracts. Covenants are not contracts because they're imposed. You don't get to negotiate your covenants. When you close on your house, they hand it to you and say, here it is, thank you very much. If you lease a house or an apartment, in many cases you can negotiate with the landlord for special consideration. So right now, this HOA bill does not cover rental agreements. However, it's another step. We can cover the covenants, which are actual legal documents. They're filed typically with the county clerk, and you're going head to head with a big organization, whereas a lease agreement, it's you and the landlord. Any questions about the HOA bills? Yeah.
One thing I appreciate, because some of you aren't in a HOA, but if you sign it, will help some of us that are in a HOA, and I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, I live in an HOA. When we moved in there, I knew full well what the rules were, but I've been very discreet. Everybody knows I'm a ham. They've seen my antennas, but the covenants say no antennas.
Oh, well.
What antenna? What do you mean, this big lightning rod in the backyard?
Not the clothesline, right?
Some people have bird houses that are weirdly placed around
Yes.
their property.
You can be very creative. But we have copies of it over here, like we said. A letter for each senator, and then one for whoever your representative might be.
Tom, it was my understanding that even if we sent in a letter last year, we need to send in another letter
Yes.
because the bill
Once
numbers,
again,
the actual bill numbers have changed,
Yeah.
so.
and that's what we were waiting for. We finally found out a few days ago what the new bill numbers are. The Senate bill is 459 and the House resolution is 1094. And that's different from the last one, the last set of bills that went in. So we want to get current letters in front of the members of Congress to show there's still interest.
If you're aware, you might mention the FCC things for the technician frequency ads and there was something else. But anyway, if you're familiar with that stuff.
I'm not familiar with Woodburn.
ARL has before the FCC the upgrade for technician to give a voice on chunks of the HF band in addition to 10 meters. And God, I can't remember the other one.